guys, and welcome to episode 1 of the Spill Sesh podcast. I'm here with
Emmeline and Ailish.
and my name's Coda, and this podcast is going to be all about.
Oh, it's going to be a fucking shit
Everything.
show because we actually don't know what we're doing.
It's going to be coaching, lifting, girly things.
The disaster that is our dating life.
That
The
one.
disaster that is our training.
That one.
And like lots of little coaching tidbits and advice too.
Yeah.
Like we're all online coaches, so just stuff that we can do to help each other and help our clients and things like that.
Yeah.
So a bit of uplifting shit, a bit of helpful shit, a bit of fucking chaos,
A lot of that.
and probably a lot of swearing on my behalf.
And I'm just deadpan staring at that camera.
As I said, it's going to be a fucking shit show. All right, guys, we need to introduce ourselves.
You're going
Actually, I
first.
think I was
Yeah.
designated to go first because I'm the mother of the group. Hi, I'm Emmeline. I'm the Australian accent on this podcast. And I've just said we're off to a fucking great start.
It's okay, I'll be doing the same.
We all live in the UK. We've all sort of flown from all over the world to be here.
To
To get together for this
Road
podcast.
water.
We live together. And I sort of came traveling a few years ago, and then I was like, yeah, no, I want to do more of that. So I ended up on this side of the world, made friends with these guys, decided to become an online coach. Now I train for strong women. I've made lifting rocks basically my whole personality. And my favorite thing in life is helping people change their own lives, and that's how I became a coach.
Why did we let her go first? Because mine was literally going to be like, hi, I'm Ailish. People think I'm a bitch when I'm not.
I mean, it's not wrong.
What else do I have? I'm a powerlifter. Like, that was literally going to
Yeah.
be it. Then you come out with,
I want to help
I'm going to help people. I change people's lives.
All right, Claudia, what have you got for us?
My name's Coda and I have pink hair. That is it.
Have
okay.
fun guessing between the two Irish accents on this podcast.
That's so true. We're obviously Irish. She's Australian. I met Emmeline first 3 years ago.
3 years.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
2022.
2022.
In Lisbon at IFS. We spoke for about 0.5 seconds. That was
Facts.
it. Fast forward a year later, we spoke for 10 seconds. And then fast forward a year later, we started talking on Instagram because I was doing powerlifting.
And I wanted to do
get into
powerlifting.
it. And I was like, woo! And you're like, woo! And then you're like, when's your next comp? I was like, it's in Amsterdam. And you were like, I'm there.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like, yeah,
so-
cool. I've never been to Amsterdam. Let's
That's
go.
really cool.
Let's fucking go.
And then in the process of that, I joined a powerlifting club, and that's where I met Ailish. But I didn't speak. We didn't speak for about a year, 6 months.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Because she looked really shy, and I didn't want to like approach her and be like, "What's your name?"
You approached everyone else.
And
I'd like to
also, Alice just looks really unapproachable.
Dude, you were just like like that. And I was like, do I say hi? Do I not? I also didn't know what age you were. I thought you were really young,
Thanks.
like really young. You know. But anyways, I started coaching in 2022. Again, it's to help as many people as possible with their relationship with food, with their fitness, their mindset, all these things, and that is it.
That's it.
That's pretty
That
much
was
it.
such a tangent.
And then
So sorry.
I met Ailish obviously through Clara when I went to that powerlifting comp in Amsterdam.
That is where I was going
That's-
with
yeah,
that.
I figured that's where you were going.
That's where I was going. That's when they met, and then we all just.
Well, actually, that's not really true. We kind of,
Well, no, then
Emmeline came back to Ireland.
I came back to Ireland, and long story short, we bonded over the hatred of boys, and now we're all here.
They sat in my drive until 1 a.m. and I thought they were in a ditch dead because none of them were answering their phones.
Because there's no reception.
They sat in my drive. They could have walked
She
up
lives in the middle of
little
fucking nowhere.
stairs. Knock, knock. Oh, hey, we're alive. By the way, we're talking about this. No, you decided
No.
to sit in the
No,
car.
that wasn't it though. It
As-
wasn't like let's sit in the car to discuss this.
It was
like
we thought it was going to be a 5-minute conversation.
and then it just kept going, and then Emmeline would go to get out of the car, and then I'd be like, oh, but what about this? And then she'd be like, and then this happened.
During all of this, me and Katrina thought you were dead in a ditch. I was getting on
Because
to
we
Sam.
didn't have service
I was
to be
getting
able
on
to
to
message
Owen.
you because there's no reception at your house.
That's when you walk up
Until
the
you're about
stairs.
2 millimeters from the fucking Wi-Fi box.
That's when you walk up the stairs to be like, hello, I'm back at the house that I'm staying in.
I think the chaos of this introduction basically sums up what it's like living in this house.
that's
And
true.
lots of giggles.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of giggles.
Have we covered what we wanted to cover? We've covered what we are.
Yeah. Oh wait, my sport is high rocks.
I think I said I was a powerlifter.
Yeah,
that was one of the two
and
facts that gave me
I've
the
trained for
answer.
strong women.
Yeah.
What can people expect from this podcast, and why did we start it?
I think they can expect to hear like or what our lives are really like, and that we're pretty much like don't have a clue what's going on. We don't know. We don't have everything figured out. We're also struggling like everyone else is. We're also having fun while doing it.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of chaos, bit of reality.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs, if you haven't figured that one out already.
And a bit of coaching sprinkled
And a
in
bit
there.
of
Yeah.
coaching
We're
to prove
actually
that we
good
actually
coaches.
know what we're doing.
We go to the
Good
gym.
coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of gym stuff.
And why did we start it?
The podcast.
Yeah.
Because we're hilarious.
Because
End of story. That's it. We're hilarious.
Well,
We're here
I'm
for
sure,
the
like, we sit on the couch all the time. We're like, oh, we should have filmed this.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
We've
so-
been told we're funny because we have another YouTube channel, and we've been told by 3 others
That's enough. That's all we needed.
that we're funny.
That was all. We just needed one person.
They're like, oh, you're actually kind of funny. I'm like, there you go.
That's it. Let's start a
Head
podcast.
filled.
Because there's clearly not enough podcasts in the
Exactly, there's
female
no
and fitness and
no,
no,
life
definitely
space.
not. I need to cough.
Yeah, get it out of your system. Because time for our first segment. Okay, so
Oh,
we're trying to figure out what we were going to do with the first podcast, and we're like, we need a little bit of coaching and a little bit of funny humor, getting to know us, and probably something dating life, because everyone's always like nosy as fuck.
Yeah, that's the most
So,
important, actually.
So we've all come up with a list, and the concept is: do I like him or?
Dot, dot, dot.
So it's finish that sentence, and it's basically how delusional am I? Is
Yeah,
basically the
It's
concept.
like, oh, I like him. No, it's because
'cause of
he
this
fucking
thing.
is 6 foot tall.
All right.
You know?
And these guys have their
We
phones,
have our
and
lenses.
I'm on my fucking laptop because the
recording.
phone is recording this. So we've made our list. Who wants to go bring one to the table first?
Will I go first? Because I feel
Go
like I have 9.
Okay, we'll rotate. So we'll start with one. Like, all right, do I like him or?
Does he have nice hair / mullet?
You are fucking obsessed with curly mullets. If you have a curly mullet, slide into
If you
Claudia's
have
DMs.
nice hair, I will fall in love with you.
Yeah, facts.
And that's just
All right.
the type of person I
That's
am.
the cheat code.
Alice, what have
It
you
is,
got?
to be fair.
What do you
I
think?
have, do you like him or is he just pretty?
You're a sucker for a pretty boy.
Little pretty boy.
It's like, it's actually, I think me and Ailish have dead opposite
Yeah,
types.
we will never find
It's
out.
actually very convenient.
Yeah.
And then Claudia's just somewhere in the middle.
Claudia's like, they need those luscious
Do
laughs.
they have the hair or not?
Yeah. All right. Following on the hair theme, I've got: do I like him, or does he just have a beard and a tash?
Yes. Oh my God, smash.
No.
Beards.
Yeah. And whereas Ailish is like, no, clean shaven, and I'm like, they look like
Like
a
a little
child.
baby.
It's actually really showing my
But that-
5-year age difference.
That's what makes them a pretty boy, is if they're like baby face, like
Yeah.
I'm a
Ugh.
pretty boy.
All right, Claudia, what's your next one?
Okay.
Oh, she's laughing already. This is good.
Do I like him or am I ovulating?
I feel like that comes around
Girls,
every
come
few
on.
weeks.
Girls, come on. There's like 1 week in the cycle and you're like, why am I attracted to everything breathing
I
right
think
now?
that tree is slightly shaped like a mullet.
Claudia's gonna be looking at your new plant.
Gary.
Did we
Phil.
call him Gary?
Oh, we might call him Gary. We're trying to name my new
Try to
plant.
name a new plant.
All right, Ailish, come on.
Okay, let's see.
Come on.
Do I like him or is he just wearing a hat?
Forwards or backwards?
Either
I
or.
don't
I
mind.
suppose.
Yeah, either.
Or bucket?
No.
Although Connor in Love Island, he pulls off a bucket. hat.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
I
fair.
expect a lot of Love Island references, guys. Yeah, I rate it. There's actually
yeah.
a whole Instagram page called Hot Guys in Hats.
I do think a hat can make you really attractive.
It's
or-
like
or it
sunglasses.
can't.
You never know how attractive a guy is on his fucking Hinge profile if he's got sunglasses on. And you're like, you
Yeah.
scroll through and you're like, is there one without sunglasses? Because it like changes the vibe.
Sunglasses and a hat.
Yeah, then
That's
you have no
just-
hope.
Then you have to get that. You gotta get them to take off that hat at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
Suss it out.
Following down the sports vibe, do I like him or is he just strong?
Yeah, thanks.
Honestly, if you can lift a lot of weight, I'm already
We're in
interested.
love. Oh, sorry, just interested.
Okay,
My bad.
Claudia takes it a step further.
My bad.
Alright, come on. It must be your turn now.
Okay. Do I like him or just bored? That's so mean.
Yeah.
You want to add to that? No.
I want you to read the other one you have that goes off that.
What?
Did you write it down? This one?
Go on. I'm letting you
Do
laugh.
I like him or is he the best option in the room? Yeah, that's kind of related to one another.
It's like when you go out on a night out and
Yeah.
you're going out and you're like, your intention is to try and meet someone.
Yeah.
And the room is entirely duds, so you're just
Yeah.
looking for the best option.
Yeah. I swear I'm nice.
Well, I swear we're
Yeah,
all
well,
nice.
apparently I'm the bitch.
Yeah. Alright, what's your next one?
This one's so specific.
Alright.
Do I like him or does he just smell good and wear rings?
We're rings! That's so niche!
Ooh, I like that. No rings, yeah. Jewelry. That's one I should have added to the list.
No, see, I reckon...
Jewelry, like a ring,
Yeah,
a chain,
yeah.
maybe a little
I
bracelet.
feel like it takes a very specific go to pull it off.
That's why it's like, oh,
It makes you hotter though.
Mm.
It does. Jewelry does make a man hotter.
I think it can. I think it really depends on the guy.
A nose ring. Why didn't I write nose ring? Sorry, go on.
This is taking a different turn. Do I like him or does he just actually respect me?
Facts.
I love how you have that one and I have, is he just doing the bare minimum?
Well, respect I feel like is the bare minimum. The amount of disrespectful cunts that I've ended up with.
Yeah.
And then as soon as someone's nice to me, I'm like, oh,
You love
okay.
me, I love you.
But I also go the other way. I'm like, no, you're too nice. I
Suspicious.
don't trust it.
Yeah, it's shit.
What are
isn't
you
it?
up to?
So yeah,
Why are you kissing my
what are
forehead?
your intentions? Why are you kissing my friend?
Please let us know what you think of forehead kisses. A man kissing a woman on a forehead, on their forehead.
Ailish
Ailish
is
has
so
opinion.
like aggressively against them.
Yeah, I just think it's, I don't know, I just
They're
really
deceiving.
don't like it. Yeah, it's like, kiss my forehead.
You're like, you patronizing motherfucker.
Whereas me and Emmeline like, oh, what is it? It's so sweet.
Yeah.
See, that's the trick.
Yeah, we fought for that shit.
Alright, whose turn are we up to?
I say we go on and
Can we
talk
go to
about the ones we made for each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got more on my list, but we'll go to these. So we decided we call each other out.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Go on, you first, Ailish. Go give one for Cloudy.
Okay, my one for Clodagh was, does she like him or is he just topless in his Hinge profile doing high rock?
That ties nicely into mine, which is, do I like him or did he just offer to be my Hyrox double partner?
I feel really called out right now, but it's very true.
If anyone was wondering, Clouda's looking for a Hyrox doubles partner.
Well,
Oh.
Oh.
anyways, moving on.
Moving on, okay. Alright. Are we gonna do
We do
Cloudy
Ailish.
first? Yeah, okay, what have you got for Ailish?
Okay.
You go first, come on.
Do I like him or did he just take off my knee sleeves in one pull?
Well, I think I just definitely Yeah. So, if people who don't understand, powerlifting, you have to wear knee sleeves, and Ailish has what are called rigor mortis knee sleeves, and they're insanely tight and rigid and impossible to get off. Like, it takes me and Ailish together to get them off. So, if a guy can pull those off in one swift
If he
move,
can just go,
fucking,
in love.
she's in. She's paying attention. She's looking up.
yeah.
It's hilarious. It's so good.
Alright, well, I think you're going to appreciate mine as well. Do I like him, or am I just looking for heartbreak for my next glow up?
I cackled when she said it.
She's always like, well, you know, if it doesn't work out, at least I'm going to get a really
least
good
I'm gonna
glow up
hit
out
a
of it.
new
Which is so
PB.
true. I feel like every breakup or heartbreak, we get better.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
just
you
get
do.
more funny and more successful and more powerful.
It just adds to the lower lads. It's
Yeah.
very funny.
Yeah.
You also get very upset, but that kind of drives you to be like, well,
Yeah, but that's like
fuck
the first
you,
stage.
I'm going to work on myself.
Then you put it in your calendar when you want to feel better by, and then you know.
If you're a psycho like
Every cycle
Ailish.
like Ailish. Just like, right, I have like 3 weeks to be sad about this, and then on this day, whether I like it or not, I'm done.
That's it. Moved on.
So locked in right now.
All right, we do Emmeline. So
Oh fuck! I forgot I'm on there.
I feel like Emmeline, my one for Emmeline's not that interesting.
Go on.
Because, like, I feel like we can all talk about, like, lifted rocks, so I was just, like,
we can all talk
like,
about
like
lifted
I
rocks.
could be like, oh, do I like him or does he just lift rocks? But I went for, do I like him or when you just talk about the gym with me and not get bored? Like,
Facts.
very
Facts.
classic Emmeline.
I think of the dates I have been on this year, 80% of the conversation has revolved around lifting. Like,
Yeah.
fully
Yeah.
80% of it. Like, if you don't lift, you have no chance of holding a conversation with me.
It's true though.
That's what I wonder. What do people talk about if they're not into the gym?
I can't remember what I talked about before I was into the gym. It was so long ago.
Ground, like, what you talking about? Like, your favorite color and stuff.
Love Island.
Do you have pets? What are your brothers and sisters' names? Pets. What did I say?
I said, do you have pants?
Pets. Fuck's sake.
So like, what pants do you like wearing?
Oh. Alright.
Okay, and then mine was, do I like him or does he just think before he acts?
Oh. Well, that's a very specific reference that we're not going to disclose at risk of hurting people's feelings.
I told you we needed to have a off the tables list.
No,
And you were like,
it's not off the table. We just don't need to name
We
it.
don't need to elaborate on it.
Yeah.
anyways.
But key factor here, please think before you act.
Yeah.
Just use a little bit of common sense. Look at the whole scenario instead of the 10 seconds in front of you.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. Do you guys have any other bangers on your list that didn't get mentioned that you want to bring up?
I have, do I like him or can he just bench my deadlift?
Oh, if he can bench my deadlifts, he's our big boy.
He's a fucking big ass boy. Mine was tattoos.
Yeah, facts.
Well dressed. Emotionally available.
I mean, I think if he has all those things, we actually probably like him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
not
could marry
delusional.
them.
I mean,
Yeah.
whereas mine are like, does he just like me?
That's so relatable though.
You're like, I've never thought about you that way until you showed
Until
interest
you
in me.
Yeah.
Or is he just twice my size?
Yeah. You
Calling
love
myself
that.
out there.
You love that.
Starting strong
"Hello."
women as a sport ruined me. It changed my
Cuts
entire
out your-
life expectations.
When you get stronger though, it does. It cuts out like
Yeah,
The
it's not as if
prospects.
you're like a weak little bitch and you're like, I want someone super strong. You're actually really fucking strong and you're like, I would like someone stronger.
Yeah,
That would
and
be
I
quite
actually,
nice.
I don't think there's any issue with women being stronger than men. Obviously, we're
Yeah.
we're
No,
all
God, no.
stronger than like a significant portion of men because we all lift really fucking heavy weights.
Yeah.
But it's also okay as a woman, even if you are really strong, to want to feel smaller and
Yeah,
more
and
feminine next to a
feminine.
guy. And
Yeah.
it's not saying that being strong isn't feminine, but you don't want to feel like the stronger of the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
And then there's people out there who want to feel stronger, and then there's men out there who find it like as a kink to have a stronger, bigger woman.
Yeah.
You know, there's someone for everyone.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah. Do you have one there, Eilish? I can see you scrolling still.
I'm just looking to see what I have.
She's on ChatGPT.
I'm not on my notes.
I actually had on mine, or can he just dance? Because I am a
Yeah.
sucker for
I
a
know.
man who can dance. I like men who lift rocks and they can dance. Because I can guarantee you, they are not the same man.
I have, or does he just wear a grey tracksuit?
Yeah. That's so true.
No, it's Cloudy. Cloudy's in the grey tracksuit pants.
Baby girl.
Or does he just do my sport?
Yeah.
Is he just a high rocker or a powerlifter or a strongman? Oh, your face is telling me no.
I don't think I'd go for a powerlifter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd
Really?
go for a powerlifter.
I thought you were going to say strongman. I was like,
To be fair, at this point, I think I've ruled out strongmen. I'm
really?
going to date outside my sport.
I think outside your
strength
sport's more fun.
sports.
Yeah, strength sports too.
Strength sports. Stop whispering over there. But strength sports for sure, because I need
Yeah.
someone who understands how obsessed I am with it.
Yeah. I
You know what you deserve? No, not you deserve, Jesus. You know what you should go for?
What?
A big fuck off bodybuilder.
No. And we're not getting into the bodybuilding conversation today because I don't want to make that many enemies, but we will save that topic for another day.
Yeah.
Because
We'll definitely talk about
my
it at
thoughts
some
on
point.
bodybuilding is a whole episode in itself.
We should do an episode on different sports.
Yeah. And how they
I
like
think that'd be
impact
really
you.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that can get into the conversation of which sport do we think is best.
Yeah.
and then explain why.
Guys, there is so many episodes yet to happen. Obviously, this is the first one, but I think it'll be a long time before we run out of shit to talk about.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And especially if we start recording at 11 o'clock at night when we all have to Zoom.
Oh, the fucking 11 p.m. It was like, I feel like they've been starting earlier lately. They've been kicking in around 10:30.
It's like
Yeah, I think
directly
we've
after
gotten
Love
bed.
Island, you have a little debrief, and you're like,
we're winding down.
We get to bed a little earlier these days. I
Yeah.
feel.
I feel like, what happens is we wind down after our show, after Love Island, and then someone's like, all right, I'm going to bed. And then the other two kind of start, like, they stay and they start giggling, and then the other one comes out, like, what's going on? And then it just fucking ramps up from there. It'll be like 11 p.m. and we're having fucking dance parties and pulling out the chocolate. It's like a whole day from the fridge.
Why are you trying to expose us so bad?
just grinding on the fridge, on the chair, not on each other though. We don't do it to each other.
Just inanimate objects.
That makes it sound so much worse.
That is so much worse.
That is taken so far out of context.
All right. I feel like people need to know that as like piss takey as we are, we're also actually really quite good at our jobs and what we do in terms of coaching. And I feel like we need to take it a little bit down that path. And something I wanted to talk about was a topic that's coming up a lot lately in my client calls, which is everyone is feeling like they're not doing good enough and they're failing, and everyone else around them seems to be doing really well. And I think it's like such an illusion that like everyone else is doing really well, because we say it on social media all the time, like it is just a highlight reel. It is, we are literally only posting the good bits. Not many people, like I try to, but even then I don't post them all. Like I try and post some of the shit bits too and the fails. But are you guys seeing this with your clients or like on social media a bit lately?
Yeah, even them comparing themselves to like where they were last year or something, like, oh,
yeah, facts.
And then like looking at now and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, yeah, you were class last year, you might not be like that now, but you're working towards getting there again, which is so much more important. Because if you just kept giving out being like, I'm not where I want to be, not where I was, like you're not going to go anywhere. Whereas if you're like, fuck, I was really class back then, but that goes to show I can do that again, and I am on the way to being that person again, if not better.
Yeah.
You know, just like flip it around instead of being like, oh, I was this, be like, I can be that again.
But I also like to remind people we go through different stages in our lives.
Yeah.
So like, you know, if it was fairly recent, yeah, maybe you can be that again, but people will be like, oh yeah, like, so during COVID, I was doing this and this and this. And I'm like, COVID was a different time. We were different people. We had living a different life. Or, oh, you know, before I had kids, I was doing this. I'm like, yeah, but you have like different responsibilities now.
Child.
Like, I think we change and we go through so many seasons in life that people are always trying to get back to how I was. Oh, I used to weigh this much, or I used to be this fit. I used to be able to do this. But like priorities shift and lives change, and you're not always gonna be, which is a good thing. You're not always gonna be the same person that you were. Like,
and I think because as coaches, it's good that we're able to redefine those expectations. Because like you said, they were like probably childless. Maybe they were single, they had more time, so they could be that person. Whereas now, maybe they're in a relationship, they have a child, they can't have the same expectations as the person they used to be who had none of those responsibilities. So that's when we have to be like, look, you have a child to mind, like you have this job, you have this. We can't necessarily go back to this specifically, but what we can do is this. We can improve, and that fits into your lifestyle, as opposed to like, let's just try to get back to where you were when you didn't have a child, when you didn't have a partner, when you didn't have a mortgage, when you didn't have a 9-to-5 job, when you had, all these different things.
Basically, just stay single and childless and you'll have all the time in the world.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Do you have anything to...
I suppose going back to like social media and stuff, like it's just something I was chatting to my client about on Sunday, I think it was like, you're never gonna post your shit days. And even like we got onto the topic of like celebrities and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And, like, how great their lives are and blah 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 blah. But even when you see like a celebrity post their shit day, no one's ever in the comments being like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. People are just like straight on the like, they're looking for sympathy, they're looking for that. So it's like, how can you actually go about it and show people your real life? Because if you're posting the bad things, people are thinking like you're only whining, you're only looking for attention. Whereas if you're always posting the good things, you're only boosting out your life. And where like, so it's like, how do you make that little balance of like you know, these are all the great things that are happening for me, but I struggle with these things, whatever. So like,
Yeah,
that's what we were chatting about the other day, which was
I think
interesting.
I think it's kind of our job as coaches to like show people that part of our lives. Like,
Yeah.
I know like that we all try and do it. Like, I'll post my training fails as much as I post my training wins. Like, if I've had a shit day, like last week, like my shoulder nearly ripped itself out of its fucking socket trying to pick up a sandbag, and I posted that on my stories as well, because like not everything goes to plan. I miss reps. I half-ass sessions sometimes, way too often. Shh, don't tell my coach. Sorry, Grover, if you actually
We never
listen to this.
skip our accessories.
We never skip our accessories. What are you talking about? Cardio? Yeah, I always do it. But like I talk about that. I'd be like
Yeah.
yesterday I was like I wanted to bin off cardio, but I didn't. So like this is me doing it and dying. And I think it's important to show we don't all have our shit together, even though things we definitely
don't have
our
our shit together, guys.
Like people assume. I think you can assume so much from whatever people post.
Yeah.
And whatever people talk about. Because like if you looked at our life without having all the details, you'd be like, they live in the middle of the city in this nice apartment. You know, we were just in Ibiza for a week in this super expensive mansion, and like we go to the gym when we want, we work when we want, and we seem like we're living the dream life, but we still have months where we're struggling to build up our client base, and you lose a heap at once for no good reason, and then we're in panic stations. And you know, we got to go to Ibiza because we have a friend who has a family friend who owns a villa, so that was, you know, just a lucky connection.
Yeah, literally.
And we worked really hard to do the job that we are, to give ourselves the freedom of time. So it's not, and I'm not gonna lie, like about the apartment, I think most days we're like, how the fuck are we living here?
Yeah.
How the fuck do we stay
How are we going to stay?
How do we stay
living
living here? To keep making enough money
Yeah.
to stay here and to qualify to be in this country. Don't get me started on visa applications.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I think it's all well and good to assume everyone else is like doing amazing, but it's very, very rarely the case. I actually started something with my clients this week. I think I told you guys, but called Whinge Wednesday. So I have Fuck Yeah Fridays in my client group. So it's just a group chat on WhatsApp, and we celebrate a win on a Friday. And ever since I had this recurring theme come up in all my calls that people feel like everyone else is doing amazing, so they're shit, I was like, right, we're going to talk about it. So I've created Whinge Wednesday, and I got everyone to put in something that's going shit on something that they're not feeling good about, or just have a whinge about something. My God, it popped off more than Fuck Yeah Fridays. Everyone was like, this is the best. I'm going to talk about this and this and this. And everyone was chatting and then supporting each other. And like someone was like, oh, I've got to like skin thing, so I've got to try going away from dairy for a bit. And another girl's like, oh, I don't eat dairy, I can give you some suggestions. So they're all in there helping each other, and they're going, you know what, like, oh, I'm not the only one struggling here. We've all got shit we're struggling with, and it's all different. And the other thing I put in there, I was like, I just wanted to remind them that while someone else's struggles might seem greater than your own, that doesn't make yours worth any less.
Yeah.
That was like us this morning when, or was it last night when you were like, oh, it was yesterday, you were just like, oh, I just feel like shit, like, because that time of month and stuff. And you're like, I'm not necessarily upset about that specific thing.
Yeah.
You knew it was like hormonal and all that. And I was like, oh, I feel the exact same. And then we were able to relate. And it's like, oh, it sucks that we're going through it, but it's nice that we're both going through it together.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
And like, fucking joys of being a woman. You do have that.
But we cried together.
No, you didn't cry together. You both went off to your rooms and cried, not knowing you were crying, and then came back and were like, "Oh, we could have cried together."
That's what I cried about.
I can't remember.
I
I just
think
got
yours
off.
was just hormonal at the time.
I was literally making a post and then just got off the chair.
No, it was a really hard run.
Oh yeah.
It was your 5K run
Your
PB,
5K.
Oh, yeah.
and then like how you were just fighting it the whole time.
That was really hard.
And then you cried in the grass. That was it. Didn't you cry in the grass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like devastated. I didn't know because I was just sitting there, and then I just walked into my room and decided.
We were literally sitting there having lunch, and then she's just gotten up, and then she's come back and she's like, "Yes, I just went and had a cry."
I was like feeling better now, guys.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I don't want to cry, but my body wants to cry.
Yeah. And then I cried again.
And then that's when I was like, okay, girls, we're all going to go on a mental health walk together, and we're
Get outside, get some fresh air.
Go touch some grass.
Go touch some
touch
grass.
some grass. Put
Yeah.
that phone away and touch
Yeah.
some grass.
I think that topic too, where you were just saying about how hard your run was, like, also it's not just like general life stuff people are struggling with. Like, I think people think as coaches, like, we have our shit together. Like, we get our nutrition right all the time. We always love and enjoy our training. We find it easier. And it's so, like, far from the truth. Like, we're still people too. I just spoke about all my injuries. My session yesterday fucking sucked because my shoulder's in agony, and then I couldn't do half my exercises or the weight that I was meant to do.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, you train so hard for your high rocks, your cardio is through the roof, but then you had, like, obviously your niggles with your ankle. Was it your ankle? And then you couldn't run for 2 months. And then
everything there.
And then you had to go out and do your 5K time trial, and like, you hadn't really been running, and like, even though your cardio is good, like, you still struggled, but you pushed yourself through it.
That, no, genuinely was one of the hardest things I've ever done. After 1K in, I was just like, no. Not because of pain, but literally my brain was like, no, stop. And I was just like, oh my God, can you actually just shut? It's like, it was as if someone was shouting in my ear, stop, what are you doing? And I was just like, keep going. And like, but like, that's where like the change happens, is, and building resilience is when you hear that voice and you're like, okay, I hear you, but I'm actually just going to keep going. Thanks so much.
Can't relate. That's usually the part where I'm like, this is why I don't like running. I'm going home.
But like, that's the thing, because it's not your sport. Whereas if it was like a heavy lift, you like grinding out a lift, you'd be like, come on, you fuck.
I will die for a rep.
There you go. Whereas like, it's that like that for running for me, and I'm just like, it'd be so easy to stop right now. It'd be just fucking beautiful to stop right now. Whereas like, if you stop now, what does that prove? That you're a little bit. Whereas if you keep pushing
in the real world,
whereas if you keep pushing, and like, you can cry while it's happening, but just keep going. And then at the end, I was like, I didn't check my time, because I was like, no, I didn't make it. That's it. I'm slower. I'm worse. I'm weaker and unfit, and like a whole explosion.
And then she knocked 2 minutes
and
on
then
her
I
PB.
checked, and I was like, oh, okay. But I was still disappointed in myself.
Of course you were.
I was like,
I think that's just part of it, lads. Sorry.
I read this wonderful quote the other week that was like, my achievements don't feel like achievements because to me they are obligations for me to hit.
wow. That's exactly how I felt.
I feel like, if someone else
should've hit
achieves
that.
something amazing, I'm like, yes, let's fucking go there. But then, like, if I've said I'm going to do something and then I go and do it, it's not an achievement because I said I was going to do it. Even if it's like a really big thing that I've worked a really long time for. Like, I'll be like, oh, yeah, go me. But like, it's not a big thing for me because I said I was going to do it. And I think we're so shit at celebrating our own achievements. I think that's what I find the most, actually, with my clients on calls. They'll be like, oh, I've sucked at this and I sucked at this and I haven't been doing this. And I'm like, this thing, like, that's a fucking achievement, and that's a fucking achievement, because they're like, I don't know what my wins are, and that's a win. I literally was on a call with someone the other day who was saying that like, they feel like they're doing so badly, and then they were telling me about how they had like a day where they chose not to track and they just ate what they wanted and they didn't feel guilty about it. And I was like,
that's
when you started with me, like, 3 months ago, if you right now told that person 3 months ago that you ate what you wanted for a day, you didn't feel guilty, and you knew it wasn't going to derail your progress, would she believe you? And she's like, fuck no. And I'm like, well, that's huge progress. And she's like, I guess it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the benefits of coaching, is we can celebrate people's wins for them and remind them they're actually doing way better than they think they are.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's so much of the
But
job.
it's even the same with us. Like, when I was like, I hit PB, you were like, you joke me, that's so good. I was like, 2 of my kilometers, I was in the 6-minute paces, I wasn't happy with that. And then you were like, are you joking me? You brought it back down. And like, it's still a PB, and I was like, and what else? Was it you? And you like hit a PB on, was it out in Bionic, like a fucking sandbag or something, and you were still unhappy with it. We're like, you still hit a PB on that day.
I can't remember what that
It was like a 42 and a half.
Log?
No,
you're
Monster Dumbbell. This is
this was a couple months
back.
ago. Yeah, I do remember.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys remember.
And then he texted you being like, you should have gone for it, and you were like, that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, you still
But I'm
whacked up a fucking 45.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
We have each other to be like, you joke me, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know?
As my coach says, he's like, you're allowed to be like disappointed things don't go to plan, but you're not allowed to be sad about a PB.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
I think the deeper you get into a strength sport, the more you're like, could have moved that better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
that's
harsher on
true.
yourself.
Like
100%.
her fucking 65 there the other day.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday, she got 65. I was like, oh, brilliant. She was like, could have been better.
Well, I moved it better last week, so I was like,
Could have
But
just not hit the gym.
my logic on that is you still hit like very close to your PB weight and you still hit your programmed weight, what you were meant to do, on a shit day.
yeah,
Where
I get that.
It moved shit and you could still move it.
Yeah.
Whereas I have weights where like if it moves shit, it ain't moving. So like, you know, I think like it's perspective is everything, and we're so harsh on ourselves and think we're falling behind everyone else, but everyone's the same.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever celebrated after PB except for when I got that monster dumbbell up. Everything else, it's just like a deadpan walk away from
like,
from whatever I'm doing. Like
You're just already thinking of the next
it's
PB.
really like you could
It's
make
like, oh fuck, I hit a
a
new bench PB, and then in your brain you're like, yeah, okay, now this is next.
No,
Instead
I'm
of
like
sitting
I have to
there.
watch the video back, make sure I'm actually happy with it before I can like decide if I'm gonna
Oh no,
celebrate or not.
I'm like if the weight moves, we're loading more every time.
I'm like, let me see if I'm happy with that.
Yeah, well, because my sport isn't about technique so much. It's just about moving weight from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And if it gets to point B, I'm like, right, load more.
Yeah.
We're looking for the bigger one because I moved that, so we're going until we fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's probably where we differ.
Yeah. But I think for even just people in everyday life and their training and their nutrition and everything, they're so easy to go. I fucked up here, and I'm like, you went out for dinner and enjoyed some time with your friends. I'd hardly call that a fuck up.
Yeah.
That's life.
This is what's crazy, and like obviously I was in that position as well. Is you know the way it's like, don't feel guilty for a meal out. If you just remove yourself from like the emotional attachment of going out for a meal and feeling guilty, it's so crazy how we make ourselves feel guilty for something that is so normal. That's like me being mad about like cooking my breakfast and eating it. Like you do that every day. Like this is something so normal, and you're angry at yourself for it. Now obviously you don't go out for a meal every day and celebrate a birthday every day, but like it's we're on a floating rock and you're angry at yourself for having a slice of cake or for having a fucking burger and a slice of cake.
We only get so many spins or laps on that floating rock. You better fucking enjoy them.
We're on a floating rock.
We're literally on a floating rock, and you're like, oh my god, I ate a slice of cake. I'm like,
I wonder if I can pick it up. Rock.
M-line off to space. Go to
Can I
Temple
get my
World
arms around
Record.
it? Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
like,
I know, it's so
It's
true.
crazy. It's so silly.
Yeah.
but it's that
It's so
all or nothing
silly.
mentality. It's like, oh, I'm on a diet, so these things are out of bounds for me. I can't have these things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very much.
It's like, but you're also living a life that you
Yeah.
only get once.
I told my client the other week who is very like focused on a perfectionist mindset. I've always been a perfectionist, and I was like, but being perfect and being successful are two different things. And I asked her to list all the things, like if she was looking back in a year's time, what would have made her year successful, and it was things like, you know, my kids would be doing amazing and my husband would be enjoying his job and we would have had lots of family time together and I would have passed my course and things like that. And I'm like, okay, so none of what you said is counting calories or hitting your protein target or never missing a gym session. They're not actually what's important to you. It's the enjoying the life along the way. So yes, obviously we've got goals to hit. I'm here as a coach for these health and fitness goals, but in the bigger picture, they're not what's important. So we need to fit those things into the health and fitness goals.
Yeah. I have a question actually.
Yeah.
You know, like clients who are like, oh, I'm such a perfectionist. Because I have a client like that as well. I'm like, just popped into my head there. Are you? How are you a perfectionist, and how does it have to be perfect all the time if you're actually not doing it perfect?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's like that phrase, like, you tell me you're a people pleaser, but how many people are actually pleased?
Exactly, yeah. It's like, how are you a perfectionist? Because you've done nothing perfect in what your eyes is as perfect.
But
So
the idea of a
you know?
perfectionist is like that you want to do everything.
Or that
Okay,
unless
yeah.
it is perfect, you're not happy. So it's not that they won't still do it; they just won't be happy with the outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, when are you going to be perfect?
Yeah. So that's how.
Which is silly. You can't be perfect.
It would be interesting to pose to
But
that
it's an
person,
interesting
like,
question.
okay, what is perfect? So for you, like, what does that look like for you?
Yeah.
Like, what is your ideal outcome?
And the thing is though, like they're like, oh well, you know, I hit my calories and I didn't miss my session and I got all my steps in and all of that, and I'm like, cool. How much time did you spend with your partner today then? Oh well, I didn't have time for that. Well, that's not very perfect for your relationship.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
And they go, oh yeah. So like you
Yeah.
can't be perfect in all areas of life at all times. Something's always got to give.
Yeah.
And you've just got to figure out what it is that gives. But like you don't want it to constantly be the same thing, or that
Yeah.
thing will go to shit.
Yeah, it's also kind of like a bit of an excuse, and I'm not calling people out because I would do it too. It's like, no, it has to be perfect, and if it can't be perfect, then I
Then
can't
there's
do
no
it.
point
It's not
Yeah.
worth doing.
Can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Which
Like
is
this
so-
fucking setup.
like this
Just
setup is
fucking
atrocious, and like we like it's now 3:00 in the afternoon. We started this around 11,
Yeah.
so it's taken us like 4 hours to fuck around with setups and mics, and
You better all still be here listening.
it's still not perfect. Like the mic isn't perfect, the camera is definitely not perfect, the light's not perfect. It's good.
Good
It's a perfectly good mic, but it mightn't be perfect for this situation.
Yeah, so it's not like the ideal podcast setup, but the point
No,
is
it's not.
we just had to start.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
had to
And it will
start.
get better as it goes.
It will get better.
Yeah.
How are you ever supposed to get better at something if you never do it?
Yeah. 100%.
Mic drop.
Like, yeah.
And that's the end.
No, to be fair, I feel like that's a really good place to wrap it up. Is like you've just got to start,
Yeah.
and you will
Yeah.
get better, and you will
You will
learn
be
in
shit.
the process.
You will be shit, but you
Absolutely.
need to be shit first in order to get better.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you're great at the start, then like you're gonna be like, oh, I'm great. I don't need to improve.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're shit, you're like, fuck, I need to work on that.
Someone who's successful has just failed more times than you have.
There you go. These are great bangers. I feel like I need
Yeah.
one. Will I say it? The line.
Go
Yeah,
on.
yeah, go on.
And don't forget to water your plants.
And don't forget to water your plants. And that's how we've decided we're gonna sign off the first one. Because I've just bought a whole heap of new plants and I'm gonna go water them. So and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.